If you're watching this, you probably already have an opinion on Ryobi and Milwaukee. I did too. But once I started looking at this through the lens of actual homeowners and the fact that not all homeowners need the same thing, the answer got a lot less obvious. Because for most people, this is not actually about buying the best drill. It's about buying into the right platform. So today we're here to figure out which platform actually makes the most sense for homeowners, Ryobi or Milwaukee. And in the end, I'll tell you which one I'd recommend for the average homeowner, the more serious DIYer, and for the person who just wants to buy it once and have no regrets. So I'm gonna judge this contest through the eyes of a regular homeowner. We're not looking into raw power, specs, deep dives on the internet. I'm gonna look at how the tools feel, how they attack normal homeowner jobs, the wall systems, the lineup, the value, and which platform makes the most sense as you grow. For most homeowners, the decision starts right here with the drill. And right out the gate, these two brands look and feel very different. With more metal and less plastic, the Milwaukee looks and feels premium immediately. You know, with the plastic housing and the gigantic battery, Ryobi still feels more budget conscious. So side by side, these do slightly appear similar, but there are a lot of differences. For instance, metal housing, plastic housing, metal collet, plastic collet, belt hook, no belt hook. Battery size, both big. I will say I tested these a little bit before making the video, and this Ryobi is probably one of the quietest starting drills I've ever heard. I tested every single one that I had just to see. Like, listen to this. It sounds like a microwave. It's the strangest thing. Honestly, when you pick these up, they don't feel a lot different. They're both pretty heavy, pretty beefy. I just don't know if the feel is gonna match the performance. Let's go check it out. All right, so we are here in my kid's room and we are installing something very important onto his wall, a shelf for toys. Now we're gonna put up this small shelf for his toys. Onto the wall, it's got two spaces for holes here. We're gonna put in one hole with the Ryobi drill, one hole with the Milwaukee drill. Nothing into studs, this is just straight drywall, average DIY, being a good dad kind of stuff. Hanging a shelf, it's child's play for both drills. But let's see how they handle putting in some heavy duty screws. First up, we have some 2.5 inch deck screws. Let's go. Deck screw, Milwaukee, speed 1. Ryobi, speed 1. No problem. All right, both of those were pretty easy. Next up, let's check out the 2.5 inch GRK structural screw. Milwaukee. No problem. Ryobi. No problem. Both those drills function like the same. I mean, I can't really see any difference at all, but I have one test that's really gonna let us know. All right, now this is for the more serious or pro guy that's gonna be doing his own deck work or maybe siding or framing. Happen to have here some 6-inch GRKs, 6-inch timber locks, and even some 10-inch timber lock. We're gonna take all of these, drive it into our 2x material, see if we can get all the way down with both drills. All right, 6-inch GRK. Woo! Did it, boys. Okay. Ryobi. Woo. Not bad, Ryobi. All right. Too easy. All right. Can the Ryobi dig deep enough to put this fastener in here? I don't know. 6-inch timber lock with the Ryobi HP. Oh man, this thing's easy. Damn. Well, color me surprised. I guess we're just gonna go straight into the 10-inch. All right, boys. Look at that. All right, Milwaukee 10-inch timber lock. Not something you would normally do as a homeowner, but you know now, if you need to, you probably can. Woo! Phew, buried it. All right, now you let me know down in the comments. You think the Ryobi is gonna bury a 10-inch timber lock? I don't know. Okay, here we go, 10-inch timber lock. Ryobi 18-volt drill. Oh, she's struggling a bit. Okay, well, hot damn, it actually worked. Well, shoot, guys, I don't know what else to say about it. That was damn impressive. I will say this, the Ryobi drill itself did do the job, but it got real hot and it felt slightly underpowered. Definitely not on par with the 18-volt Milwaukee. All right, impact drivers. This is where the real difference starts to show, because Milwaukee has made the impact driver its key flagship product, and it is very small, very compact, tight packaging, tons of features, and the Ryobi one just has not kept pace. This thing is old, brushed, has an okay feel, but it is heavy and not at all compact. All right, we're flipping the wood over. We're gonna do the exact same test with our impacts, and I do not expect good things from Ryobi here. Oh my God, this thing, I don't know, guys. We'll see. All right, let's see what we got. Woo! That's a smoking hot one. One good thing about this Milwaukee, you can go in speed 3 and just drive the living piss out of this thing. Same can't be said for Ryobi. I don't know what this thing's gonna do. It might be all gas and no brakes, but we'll find out. Ryobi 6-inch. GRK, let's go. Damn. Okay, that was actually pretty nice. I don't know. It sounds like terrible, but it does work. 6-inch timber lock, Milwaukee. No problem. That's wild. 6-inch timber lock, Ryobi. Let's see. And fire in the hole. Sick. All right, Ryobis, let's see what you can do. Big green. 10-inch timber lock with a $55 impact wrench. Let's see, or impact driver. Let's go. Say a prayer, boys. I mean, I don't know what to say. One test, let's see how fast this Ryobi can get it out. That would be another interesting one. Okay. Okay. This thing is a monster. You're not gonna beat that in a head-to-head. But I was surprised. This Ryobi, as terrible as it sounds, oh, it's awful. It's just awful. It screams like a banshee when she wants to work, but with a 3-amp-hour battery, it pulled out a 10-inch timber lock, the 8-inch GRK, the 6-inch GRK, and the 6-inch timber lock. How much battery do you think we lost? How much? None. That's impressive. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't like the way it looks. Just me personally, I don't like the green. If I were to get Ryobi, I'd only get black if they had a lineup of black. But hell yeah, I mean, if you don't care about green or you like green, I got no problem with those. They work just fine. Milwaukee is one of the absolute most expensive platforms to buy into. Ryobi, on the other hand, is probably one of the least expensive, unless you go to, Harbor Freight. But I think this tool right here was around 59 bucks, bare tool. You can get it as a combo pack for under 100 bucks. Coincidentally, this impact driver here, bare tool, $199. So you're talking 4 times the price for Milwaukee. So you gotta think, what happens when you add an impact, another battery, a charger upgrade, some storage, hand tools? That's where one of these platforms can quietly turn into a much bigger investment. Because for homeowners, the expensive part isn't buying tool number 1. It's buying tool number 10. So once you accrue enough tools, you're gonna need a place to put them. Like one of these walls here. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know I have a couple of videos out about this Milwaukee pack-out wall. I have purchased every single accessory that they make for it, and it has cost me dearly. This one behind me here is over $1,000. And coincidentally for you, I just purchased a Ryobi link wall the other day, put it up for my wife for her gardening tools, and honestly, it's great, and it is about 1/3 of the price of the Milwaukee wall. However, it really only holds a small amount of tools. So if you're a serious DIYer or like a guy looking to do weekend projects with your drills and drivers, it's gonna be minimally useful for you. Now, this is where Ryobi starts getting really interesting because their platform has over 449 different SKUs. Milwaukee has around 240 the last I checked, although a lot of those are gonna be big construction guy stuff and things that homeowners just aren't gonna use that much. So for lineup depth and overall value, I'm giving the edge to Ryobi all day long. So if we're talking performance, Milwaukee does win, but it's close. Now, unless you're just using a wall system for gardening tools, the Milwaukee you cannot beat for dollar per dollar. It is and probably always will be a homeowner brand, but I'll tell you this, if Ryobi does happen to move into a more upscale prosumer lineup, dude, make it this black. This would sell like hotcakes, but for the love of God, Ryobi, change this battery. This 30-year-old pancake flap and stick thing, it absolutely sucks. But the rest of this drill, if they had a whole lineup of tools that were black, as a guy that's never bought Ryobi tools until last week, I'd buy them. And if you guys are interested in picking up any of these tools, go down to that YouTube shopping button. It's probably the best place to get it there. For all my TV viewers out there though, I will have a QR code at the top of the screen so you can get my favorite lineup. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that down below. Thanks for watching. God bless.